At the beginning of the game, contestants were put on the red tribe or the blue tribe, pinning 3 pairs of siblings against each other in the process. As the game progressed, a tribe swap created the division that would last the majority of the game, the new blue versus the new red. New red picked off new blue one by one until there was only one left. At this point, new red started turning on each other until 5 people remained. Andre. Throughout the game, he kept quiet and stayed loyal to his alliance. His ability to make himself look less threatening kept himself in the game over his former tribe mates. Knowing he had to make moves, he made himself a swing vote for the alliances among the new red. He aligned himself correctly and advanced to the final 5. With one immunity win, will Andre be able to beat the odds and face the jury in the final tribal council? Michael. Starting with his twin in the game, it didn't stop him from playing his own. Pre-merge, Michael was the target at several tribal councils, but his ability to align himself with the majority alliance kept him in. At the merge, he was pressured to flip to his brother, but stuck to his alliance, voted out his brother, and is now sitting in the final 5. With a strong alliance with the Iaconello sisters, will Michael be able to make it to the end and own his game in front of the jury? Evan. Setting himself up in a tight majority alliance at the beginning. The swap screwed with his long-term game, making him an ideal target, but his ability to work himself into the blue alliance saved him. At the merge, he was setting himself up for an easy win, but when Cam was voted out, he learned the hard way that Survivor does not come easy. From that point, he turned up the heat and found an idol to keep him safe. With one immunity win, will Evan be able to break the tight 4? Or will he have to muscle his way to his spot in the finals? Out of the 3 sibling pairs, only one remains, the Iaconello sisters. Lily. After surviving the original Red Tribe's losing streak, she used her sister as an in to the majority alliance in the swap. When the merge hit, she used her connections to uncover what the opposing alliance was planning, and then shared this information with her sister. She found the second half to her sister's advantage and has one immunity win on her record. Will Lily be able to make it to the end and separate her game from her sister's? Elena. Pre-merge, Elena aligned herself with the Power Alliance and won challenges, only having to go to Tribal twice. When the merge hit, she sent the opposing alliance home while setting up her game plan for day 3. With her advantage, she gained people's trust, and utilizing Andre's swing vote, she sent them home. After voting all but one of the jury members out of the game, taking risks, and playing 2.5 days with a bug in her ear, will Elena be able to make it to the end and justify her moves against the bitter jury? In a season full of blindsides, no one is safe. No one's spot is guaranteed, and no one is going down without a fight. What started at 20 is now down to 5, and only one can bring home the $100 cash prize and become the sole survivor.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I will
the advantage. And I played my idol. So. Val went home, which I didn't see coming. You know, I had to play my idol just because I knew Michael told them that I had it. So last time when everyone knew Delano had it, they decided that he was a threat and tried to take him out when he wasn't expecting it. So I thought all the crisscrossing of names meant they were going to try and get me out, which it turns out Val was. I mean, it's clearly you have Elena, Lily, and Michael working together, as you could see from that last one, just keeping the rest of us completely out of it. Me and Andre got to fight hard for this next challenge to get to the Final Four, and after that got to fight hard again to win the next one. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think we can split them up. Yeah, but maybe we just... Maybe they'll rehide the idol and one of us can find it again. Yeah. The other person can try and win. Yeah. That's gonna be our game plan.
Having to go against Evan, because he still trusts me. I think this next challenge will be really, really important. I'm gonna have to try my best for this because Evan's plan right now is one of us finds the idol, the other person will have the immunity idol. So we have to win the immunity idol for this. So.
The original plan was Val wanted to get you out.
Yeah.
And they were all trying to get you out. Then out of nowhere, Michael says, why don't we just get Val out? And Michael kind of like decided, so you were okay. And I was like scared to say anything, you know what I mean? Because there was so much talking going on. So like, we decided to get because he was like a really strong player. And we decided to get him out. Right now, the game's really working in my favor, and I just can't get too cocky right now because things are going well, and there's not a lot of people left. This morning, I saved Andre, and I kept him in the game, so I'm hoping Andre will stay loyal to me, even though I've stayed loyal to no one. I had an alliance with Delano, Cam, and Val. And no one's here anymore because I voted them all out. Like a public apology to all the people I voted out and to all the lines I had. I'm really sorry. I did what I had to do for the game, and I'm really looking forward to trying to get to the end with my sister, and I'm really sorry, everybody.
Michael doesn't win. Do you think we can go for him?
I think so. It's the hard part's going to be Lily.
Yeah.
But she's my sister. So.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had to choose Lily.
Yeah.
Elena is good going for Michael after this next one. So, as long as he doesn't win the next challenge, I think she'll go for him, which is good. Yeah. So, inspired against me.
Professional, Andre? I haven't given one.
I mean, you're the one who plays your immunity.
Because you told everyone I had it.
Okay.
Designated
So,
professional.
why would I not play it?
Guys. I don't know. It's good move, good move.
Things could be different.
It just had to be done.
I thought we were a deal, man. Huh?
What deal?
Do I have sunscreen on my face or do I?
What Val
I
said.
was the one who
Why didn't you follow what Val
voted
said?
I voted for Andre when we had that pack.
Why didn't you follow what Val said?
Oh. What?
Why didn't you follow what Val said? Yeah. Because she has the advantage, dude.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, I mean, between Elena and Val, they're both going to be, like, strong competitors in the final three, but she had the advantage, and Val didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked her, but
I don't know.
So you know that Evan's against Elena because I mean, you know she's like kind of like a power player, I guess, because she leads a lot of like the canoodling going on here, and my main alliance is Elena, which we're bringing Michael to the final three with us, and then I think I'll be pretty like good for like competition wise, and then we just have to make sure, because we know Evan and Andre are probably going to try to get together, because I think Andre knows that he was kind of like a last minute thing just to help us get closer to final three, and so hopefully that will work out. Yeah, I was thinking about this.
yeah.
I feel like Andre can slip in somehow if he wins this challenge, and everyone on the council is from the other tribe that we weren't on in the beginning. Yeah. So like they're gonna make him win, which would be the biggest twist ever. But like
no, but if Andre makes it to the final 3, there's gonna be 5 people from Red on the council, and that's majority.
Oh,
so
but still.
Really matter.
Oh, I was thinking. Oh, never mind. Why do you think there's more?
I was thinking I'd feel safer with Andre than Michael.
Okay.
If Michael's there, then you 3 could team up against me.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking that. Maybe that's wrong.
Yeah.
Wait, so who do we need to win this round?
Not Michael.
Not Michael. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna win.
I don't know. So if Michael doesn't, if Michael does, then we'll just have to get Andre on.
Yeah.
Come on in, guys. All right. 5 people left. Andre, I'll take it back. And around. All right. Unity is back up for grabs. So, like last season, you guys are gonna have to dig a little deep to get to the final 4. Starting in the driveway, contestants will run to the front yard and pick up a domino from a bin. One at a time, they must carry the dominoes back to their station in the driveway. Once they feel like they have enough dominoes to start stacking, they can begin building a tower. If their tower isn't tall enough, they must keep stacking. The tower must reach 1.5 feet using a ruler provided. We'll draw for spots to see what happens. Alright. 1 in 4 shot at Sole Survivor. Survivors ready? Go! Careful on those turns. Everybody's got 1. Yeah. Michael back with another 1. Andre back. Lily. Oh man. Oh man. Michael's coming back with his 3rd. Andre, his 3rd. Lily, her 3rd. Lena passes Evan. Evan is now in last place. It's alright. It's anybody's game still. Michael coming back. This is Evan lead. Andre coming back with his 4th. Lane's got her 4th, Evan's got his 4th. And Mike is coming back with his 5th. Speed will only get you so far. You gotta stack them up. Down. Lily's playing down. I don't blame you. Michael's about to pass Evan in the lane out. 7. Lily's got her 6. Lily with her 7. Michael, really well. They're 9. You guys got a dig deep. Really?
Dead.
Said it comes on the building. You can have it. No. I mean, like, after.
No.
Once you guys want to start building, you can.
Can we tear down this?
No. No sharing dominoes. Andre gonna start trying to build something. Michael gonna start trying to build something.
A foot this way or up?
Oh, that's Andre building a house. And Andre have both just resorted to trying to stack what they have. Andre's tower falls. Lily's gonna try to start building. Everybody building but Elena. Going back out for more. Evan, about a half a foot left. Michael's fall. Andre running out of dominoes. Might have to go out for more. He's just readjusting his tower.
Okay.
Elena gonna try stacking. There's just under the foot. Andre and Evan have the tallest towers, but they're quickly running out of pieces. Andre's whole tower falls.
There's nothing for that.
Michael's tower falls. Evan is back in the lead. Elena gaining on him. Elena's full tower falls. Andre's starting his tower again. Evan looks like he has something. Elena, Evan's got one piece. Let's see what he can do with that. Elena, nothing on her table. Evan's tower is teetering. It all comes down for Evan. Andre back in the lead. Andre almost knocked his tower over just by putting a domino down. Michael gaining on Andre. Lily fall. Andre just about there, but it all comes down. Michael's tower falls. Evan wins immunity. Guaranteed spot in the final four. Nice job, guys. Evan, come get it. Well deserved. Guaranteed spot in the final four. For the rest of you guys, good luck.
That was upset.
us a table, so don't even share.
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest challenge we've had so far. We had to run all the way from that back garage on the street all the way around to the porch here. There and back probably about 20 or so times. I'm really happy I won this one because I feel like this vote's an important vote going into the final 4. I'm hoping with the final 4 with the people there, I have enough allies to make it from 4 to 3. And it secures that I made it to 4, so it's gonna be a tough call who to take out now, but you know, Andre's on my side still, so I'm thinking it might have to be Michael now. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know, just looking forward to the chance to compete in a couple more challenges, hopefully. Hopefully I can still win this thing with enough people on my side at the jury. Yeah.
You still have 2 more events.
I guess the plan was to win that challenge, or at least for one of us 4 to win the challenge. That means that one of us is definitely going. So, wouldn't be surprised if it was me, because the other 3 have been so like loyal to each other since we like switched our buffs. Target anyone, I'm not sure. Cause like Elena was the one that came up to me and was like, "Hey, you want to try this?" Then I was like, "Yeah, sure." So like, I don't know if I want to log her off. And then Michael and Lily, I know they've been cool about this. I mean, you guys already started. I'm already out. Yeah. I figured. Like, I noticed, like, I was like thinking, like,
It might take me out.
I don't know. I don't even know who I'm voting for yet, so I don't.
So Evan won that. I thought I could have won it. Like, I had to get a good lead at the start. So that's why I ran so fast, trying to get a good lead. But then I missed like the count by like 2 at the end. And then Evan had like gentler hands than me, and then he finally won. So I'm pretty sure unless I get my alliances down, and hopefully it'll stick with me. If not, I'll probably be going home, but hopefully my alliance will stay.
I mean, he's gonna have the jury on his side.
What?
Like, if you figure him out, he's definitely gonna have the jury on his side.
Yeah. And then, so we're gonna stick together, and then get under it. And then next time, we like, me win. Yeah. Okay.
Here's the thing. I think Michael's very loyal to us. If any of our names up, we can use my idol. But if we say we get Michael out, us 2 vote for Andre, I'm gonna use my immunity idol. It's my last chance to use it, and I'll save Michael. So he'll have to stay loyal to us. Think about it. You don't think Andre has immunity idol, do you?
I don't think so. It doesn't seem like he has
Okay. Because if we have 3 against Andre, and they vote against Michael.
But then, could you override his immunity?
Yes, that's what it... Okay. No, I can't override an immunity. Can I override an immunity? No, I can't. If it immunities... No, I can't. Shoot. Okay.
I don't know. We just really need to win the next one.
But I don't know who we should vote for. Andre?
But then what do we tell Andre? Michael? Or one of us?
They know we're not going to turn on each other. So we have to tell him Michael.
Okay. Then what about Evan?
I'm going to talk to Evan. This is a waste of time.
Okay.
I can't move. No! No! Alright, well, I guess you know everything. Sorry.
Oh, it was like so hot down by the car.
Evan just won that challenge, and he's a really strong player, so I'm getting a little worried. I've been pretty confident and taking a lot of risks, but he just won that challenge, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do right now.
Never give up on spying on people.
Oh, that was so good. I wish I would have seen my face when I saw you.
You guys are getting your first look at the new jury. Charlie, Ryan, Emily, Anthony, Delano, Cam, and Val voted out at the last tribal council. Cam, you got it. Yep, that's it. Alright, Evan, congratulations. That was a really tough challenge. I came down to everybody. You and Andre had an exchange. You asked me if you could share your pieces with Andre. The rules were against it. Do you and Andre have something going on?
I mean, there's been twists the past 2 votes now that I didn't know about. I mean, Andre and I, like, we were together in the start, and I don't know, he's not really one to canoodle with other people, so I just felt like he was a safe person to kind of, if there's anyone to try and work together with, I think Andre would be that guy.
Andre makes a good point that you haven't been canoodling. That can either go 2 ways. The jury can respect that you haven't had to do anything. It's just your social game that's put you at this point. But it can also be a detriment to say that you haven't done anything. If that is the case, how would you respond to that?
I'm not gonna lie, I did a lot of canoodling. A lot more canoodling than I thought. I'm sorry, Evan.
Okay. Yes, I was wrong.
Sorry, dude. I'm really sorry.
When you say you've done a lot of canoodling, are you talking about to this point, like throughout the whole game, or just this past round?
It's a lot of talking. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. Ever since getting from the merge, like I had to I don't know. Oh no, not that point. It was like once we lost, when we started losing people from my old tribe, it was like, I don't know. And then after that, like I didn't know what to do after that, other than like write it out because I was like for sure I was gonna go. I don't know. Like then after that, I was just kind of like, I'll see what I can do, and I don't know what happens after. Like I don't know.
Elena, that was a tough challenge for you.
Yeah.
What made you keep going?
I don't really know. I just knew once I had all the pieces, I didn't have to run back. I had a tower going, but I wasn't fast enough to beat Evan over here.
Michael, on the other hand, you were in the lead that whole challenge. Do you feel like maybe you made yourself a threat by showing that this late in the game? Where do you think you're sitting at?
I think it does like put me out there as like a threat, but I don't think that I will get out, but I might.
You might?
Yeah.
Lily, you are in the game still with Elena. The Hancock brothers are out. Charlie and his brother got out. Henry got out immediately. It's not a joke, it's a fact. You guys made it all the way to Final 5. How do you think that your relationship with Elena is going to affect how the game plays out from here on out?
Try to strategize pretty like deeply, and it might screw us over, but maybe we can keep going.
Okay. Elena, is your do you feel more pressure trying to get Lily to the finals with you, or is it still just a you game?
You know, Lily's blood over here. Lily's blood, and I think, I don't know, she's my sister, so there's a lot riding with that.
Evan, since you're safe, what is your vote going to lie on today?
I think this has to be a strategic vote, just kind of seeing how the past couple of challenges, like the type of stuff we had to do, it might be like a biggest threat kind of thing, like who I think has a chance of competing really well to come into the final one. Might be the one that gets my vote today.
Without further ado, Lily, you're up. Tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Michael. Andre. Michael. 2 votes Michael. Andre. 2 votes Andre, 2 votes Michael. 16th person voted out of Survivor Dearborn Blood versus Water and the 8th member of our jury. Michael.
Jeff, I have to say something.
What?
There's been a lot of backstabbing going on. I have an advantage in this game. It's not 2 extra votes. It's an idol. This idol has a twist. There's 2 idols. And if I found the other one, I got to use it after the votes. My sister found the other shape, and I'm gonna use it and give it to Michael.
So you're playing it for Michael?
I'm playing this for Michael.
So, the advantage was, after the votes are read, 2 identical idols. Andre, sorry, but it had to go that way. Alright, Andre. You are now the 16th person voted out and the 8th member of our jury. The tribe has spoken. We have our final 4. You guys can head back to camp. We got one more challenge. Good luck.
So I just want to apologize to Evan. I really feel bad about leaving the game without telling you personally that all the times that it was oh no, what happened, who switched on us, it was really me. I went through trying to see how far I could get, try to represent my tribe, my old tribe.
The best part was when Andre was like,
Oh my god.
I actually was canoodling a lot.
I was like, what?
I actually don't think Andre was canoodling a lot. He was canoodling, not a lot.
Not comparatively a lot.
Oh yeah.
That was very eventful tribal. I snuck up on Elena and Lily talking, and I thought I got most of it, but apparently not. I was really hoping to have Andre here because, Andre I knew was on my side, so we could have a 2-and-2 split. I mean, now the odds are against me again, I guess. I mean, Michael and Lily, they've been close the whole time, and then they're obviously gonna side with Elena, being that it's Lily's sister. So I think it's, if ever there was a challenge I needed to win, it's this one. I didn't come this far to get voted out 4th, so.
We're playing strong, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm gonna take a walk.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a walk.
Alright.
Alright, I gotta make sure I'm far away from everyone, because as you have seen earlier, Evan caught me, and I thought he heard everything, but my plan was a little more strategic, and he didn't really think about what I could do, or he didn't really hear everything, not really sure, but wow, I didn't even know. Oh my god, I was so nervous. Oh my gosh, I could hardly talk. I was so nervous at that tribal. I have no idea how that worked out, but oh my god. Woo. I was trying to get it out and word it correctly, but I'm so happy Lily found that other idol, because I think that really helped us. Me and Lily still sticking together. I just saved Michael, so that gives us 3, so I'm really hoping that works, because that's all I got. I've had a lot of moves, I've had a lot of twists and backstabbing. I did what I had to do to keep me and my sister together, and that was the plan. plan I've had all along, and I'm hoping it's gonna work out in the end.
Well, we kind of were like, we talked about that a different time. We were deciding Andre or Michael, and Michael's been part of our group like the whole time, so I mean, I think it's like equal competition. As long as it's not running, then Michael can't win. I think Elena just won the whole thing for herself.
So Elena just saved me from in tribal council, but either there was 3 votes for me and 2 votes for Andre. So that meant that either her sister or her didn't, just probably to show the jury that she like really deserves the win. So like, but I still thank her.
Morning, guys. Okay, final 4. Evan, I gotta take it back. Unity. Thanks for making it sweaty. Back up for grabs.
Thanks for making me sweat.
For today's challenge, you guys are going to be balancing coins in order that I tell you to. Using a PVC pipe and coins provided on each table, contestants will hold a pipe from the bottom and be told to stack coins in a certain order. If at any points the coins fall, you're out. Playing for immunity, guaranteed spot in the final 3, chance to plead your case in front of the jury, draw for spots. You guys are playing for immunity, guaranteed spot in final 3. First coin you're gonna put on, stand up, is a nickel. Michael falls on the Lily and Evan. You guys are at 5 minutes, 30 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 1. Hands off. Follow this pattern. 1 dime. And just like that, Evan is out. Lily wins final spot in the final 3. Good. Lily, come get it. Final person wearing this. Alright, you got a guaranteed shot. Title is Sole Survivor. The rest of you can head back to camp. Noodle all you want. I'll see you in a little bit.
Basically hustling for like for me. I'm about to talk to Michael and I still have to talk to Lily. I don't know what I would have done if Evan won that. If I make it past this point, the hardest part is definitely going to be convincing the jury, because they all kind of hate me right now because I did a lot of lying. But I think my biggest key would be I had to do what I had to do for the game, and I did keep one loyalty, and that was to my sister throughout this whole entire game.
Cam may or may not like you.
Yeah.
Charlie doesn't like you. Ryan doesn't like you. Emily doesn't like you.
And they all don't like me either.
Yeah, the only sure vote I have is Andre.
Well, that sucks.
He's the only one that I'm like pretty sure would.
Same.
Yeah, but if,
It looks like none of us are winning.
yeah, but if Michael's there, I mean, he's now been on the tribe for a little bit with all of them.
Yeah.
And he never did anything to upset any of them.
Yeah.
So, except maybe Val.
Yeah.
Because he was part of that. But,
Okay.
I don't know. That's my take on it.
That's your take?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'd appreciate you not voting for me.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to my sister.
Okay.
I don't know if she is. Lily, I would like to say congratulations. You're in it. You're in the final 3, and that takes you to vote for me too. You know? Yeah. Lily, I think you did good. I think if we stick and no crazy moves, I think it's gonna be, if we can have blood in the final 3, you and me, I think that's gonna look really good on us, and I think that's how we're gonna get past a lot of the how we backstab everyone. Because the only loyalty, I just don't know how to defend myself. The only loyalty we kept was each other, and we started that from the very beginning. Yeah.
I just won the coin challenge, and that just saved my butt because I was pretty sure I was next, because I was worried that Evan and Michael would team up against me and Elena, since we have a really strong alliance.
Me, you, and Michael have been having such a good time this whole time. I know. We've been just cracking jokes and laughing, and if we make it, it might be a joke in itself.
Okay, so they're assuming I'm gonna vote for you and you're gonna vote for me. Yeah. Right. So, regardless of what they do, one of us would go home. But what if I convince them to make it a 2-2 draw and let us do a fire-stone challenge? If
They wouldn't.
If they agreed, well, because it would still just be between me and you, but then we'd at least get to do something like rock, paper, scissors. So
Yeah,
we
but
decide.
they just wouldn't. That was a very intense last challenge. When me and Elena got out, we were only down for our alliance with Lily. So Lily needed to, and then she got it. So that was perfect. So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna get Evan out, and I don't know what will happen from there. I never really won any challenges, so it's gonna be pretty difficult.
Wave. Bring in the members of our jury. Charlie, Ryan, Emily, Anthony, Delano, Cam, Val, and Andre voted out at the last tribal council. Alright. Lily, congratulations on winning your second individual immunity, setting a record, beating Alyssa and Emily's prior record.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome. You stuck in there longer than Michael, Elena, and Evan. What drove you to stay in there?
I mean, stay in. I was pretty sure I was going to get voted out next, so.
By Elena, Michael, and Evan?
Well,
Or would Michael and Evan vote for you?
I was worried Michael and Evan were going to, turn against us.
Michael, would you backstab Lily if you had the chance, or?
To be honest, if Evan never had it, I would have just went for Evan either way. I was just trying to stay with the alliance.
So you're staying with the alliance right now.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying, is Evan is getting your vote tonight.
Probably.
Probably. Evan, do you want to?
I mean, if he's gonna vote for me, I should probably vote for him too.
So it's basically
pretty much between what
they
decide.
Elena, fill me in on your decision making, Michael or Evan.
You know, I made a lot of strategic moves, and I had one last big strategic move, and I'm hoping it really works right now.
Who are you picking, Michael or Evan? How is that going to be made?
I think me, Michael, and Lily are going to try to stick together.
So, Evan seals your fate. Are you going to make any last pleas to them?
I feel like their minds are pretty much made up, but I guess I'll just say, like, if you look at who's on the jury that you crossed, Michael didn't cross any of them, whereas some of them probably feel like I crossed them. I don't know your chances, you take that into consideration at all, but I don't know. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
I kind of knew that winning that last challenge was really my only hope of making it to the final three. So.
Everybody says Evan's going. Let's find out. Lily, you're up. I'll go tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Michael. Evan. Evan. 17th person voted out of Survivor Dearborn Blood vs. Water, the 9th and final member of our jury. Evan. Evan, tribe is spoken. Inside. Inside. Not a member. You are now a member of the jury. I know. Alright guys, congrats on making the final three. Fate is now in the jury's hands. You guys can head back to camp. Jury, think about this big decision you're about to make.
I don't know. It was a good run. It was a fun experience, but would have liked to go one last step and be able to present my case in front of the jury. I knew my biggest chance of making it was to win. I hope people aren't mad at me from what happened in the game. I tried to deceive, do stuff like that, but in the end, you know, I think it's important to stick to your word. For everyone who was rooting for me, I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't make it all the way, but we made it this far, which is further than a lot of people, so I think that's something else to take away from it, you know.
What if you did like your comeback? What do you think? What do you think? That was epic. That was awesome. We did it so good. This is where we slept together. That's it. Oh my god. Guys, that was
We just
so
played
good.
all of them.
Guys, give me a hug. Give me a hug. That was so good.
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm second. I thought I was done.
I had your choice if you had your choice.
One question. Who voted for me? Was that you, Lily?
No, just now?
No, 2 times ago.
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
You're asking for a lot right now.
Someone had to. First of all, thank you, Elena, for saving my butt when I thought I was totally out. At first, I stayed like low-key. I had the alliance of Lily and Elena from the start, just because they drove me here, and I stayed with them throughout, never backstabbed. This is a message to my brother Anthony. I am sorry, but thank you for doubting me, which made me persevere through, survivor. You know, I might win, I might lose, you never know. We're pretty equal. I think Elena might have like a better shot. I don't know. Lily won like the most challenges herself, so she might have a better shot. I might have a better shot just for keeping my alliances. Only like backstab like 2 or 3. So yeah. Oh, wish me luck.
Guys, we did so good. We tricked everyone. Half the time I thought I was tricking myself. I was so tangled in lies the whole time. I was like, I'm in a huge web of lies right now, and it's all about to go down. I don't know how I'm gonna get myself out of any of them. That was a great tribal, made it to the final 3. I'm really excited because me and Lily made it to the end. I'm happy we stayed together. We got little Michael on our side, which helped us a lot. It was hard to see Evan go, but I think saving Michael helped me, Michael, and Lily stay strong. This tribal that's about to happen, I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining. I took risks, I did some backstabbing, I did a lot of maneuvering around people, and I hope it's gonna pay off. I made some big moves, and hopefully they'll see that as me trying to play tough, hard, and I outwitted a lot of people, so hopefully they'll see that as a big advantage and won't hold a grudge.
Yeah, but I just feel like I'm gonna really screw up in this. Like, I'm gonna be like all over the place.
You gotta just try to keep it simple and just say everything we did, because everything can be spilled now. So.
We screwed you, we screwed you.
Joke's on you.
I thought I was a bad liar before this.
You thought I was your friend, I wasn't. You thought, no.
But like at each point, people were getting so ahead, I only focused on the next voting out.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really.
I totally felt that like Elena was gonna like go with Val and like someone.
Me too.
Cause like we're just youngsters.
Yeah. Cause they did not like us. They were ready to just get rid of us. Like we were like dead weight. Like I feel like it's only my original red team that I can get back, because Val and Cam will definitely not vote for me. So hopefully I can get Delano in a way. Like should I say the red team? Oh, I don't know. I'm so confused. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. I just broke the other half. Never mind. Okay. So yeah. Okay. I mean, that was strategic. Like, I knew Elena was gonna stay with me. People tried to convince me that she wasn't gonna stay with me, but if people, like, were with me the whole time, then that's the people I brought through, because I knew they were gonna stay loyal to me and Elena, because they weren't gonna break that. Like, there was no chance against that.
We like joked about making this the final 3, and it was like hilarious.
It was a good plan, because we actually figured it out.
Yeah, we got along really well, and Michael's really funny, so
yeah,
we kept him around because we need a good laugh in these
And he knows situations. He has nobody.
Yeah. And I think it helps because we got 2 votes right here no matter what. So, yeah. Good job. So, this is it. This is the last of the councils, so we'll see what the jury has to say.
Alright, bring in the members of our jury. Charlie, Ryan, Emily, Anthony, Delano, Cam, Val, Andre, and Evan voted out at the last tribal council. Alright, the way this will work, you guys will have an opening statement, then one by one these guys will ask you a question. You guys can answer to the best of your ability. You can choose not to answer. Keep in mind that might affect how the jury votes. Lily, if you want to take that off, that won't help you anymore. Sorry, the meeting.
I get it.
So, to begin, Michael.
From the start, I played strategically. I kept the canoodling to like a minimum and stuck with my alliances. I never tried to backstab, get too much attention to me. When we merged, I stuck with the alliances until I was able to stick with my strongest alliances, Elena and Lily. And yeah, thank you.
Elena? No, you don't have to stand. I have to stay.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see everybody. It's been a while, and a lot has happened since then. I have lots of explaining to do, but I guess I'm just gonna get into it about why I should be the last survivor. You know, I went into this game with a strategy. and that strategy was to outwit everybody. I wanted a strong mental game. I'm a competitor. I'm tough, but I know I started the game off slow. I was having a good time, but I always had my strategy in the back of my mind. I had a lot of alliances throughout this game. I did a lot of talking, I did a lot of canoodling, whatever you want to call it. Throughout this whole thing, I stuck with Lily, and from the beginning, me and Lily were going to have each other's backs no matter what happened. I took risk after risk, and at some points it was really scary because I didn't know if it was going to work out. I got lucky a couple times, so that's my speech.
Alright, Lily, take it away.
I didn't know what I was going to face in this. You didn't know who had the athletic ability, or was it going to be more of like a smarts game, or what it was going to be. That's when I knew I had to stay neutral. That's when I had the opportunity to gain Michael's trust. I had figured out in that part of the game that he had no one and he was going to go for completely anyone. And so I took advantage of that, and I knew no matter what I did, he was literally going to do whatever we could, and we could vote him off whenever. That's all I have to say.
Alright, jury, it's your turn. One at a time, I'll call you up. You'll ask your questions. You can address anybody. Just make a statement. Charlie, take it away.
Congrats, guys, for your final three, obviously. I have three separate questions for all of you. I'm going to start off with you, Michael. From Lily's speech and from a lot of what I've heard, you were just another vote. I want you to tell me what you think you did for this game and why we should name you Survivor over people that have obviously made bigger moves.
One of my biggest moves was when I didn't get Val out because I knew he was a strong competitor. I'm sorry, but everyone probably knew it. But I saw Evan take that junior title, and I saw that, so I told Val that he had it, and then he wanted to blindside Evan so that he wouldn't use it. At that tribal, Evan used his immunity, which just helped us even more.
But were you the one that brought up Val's name first, or did you just go along with the vote?
Pretty sure I brought it up first.
Elena, I'm going to go on to you. You know, I think you made a lot of really smart moves, taking out basically all of your competitors. I think one of your smartest moves was taking out Andre at the end. I want to hear your reasoning behind it and see if it kind of fits in with my reasoning.
In the beginning, I saved Andre, and I knew that would help me a lot. And in the back of my mind, I knew I had Lily's vote and Michael too, that we were all true in the beginning. So I knew if I got Michael back, it was going to be set. Because I trusted Andre and Michael, but I knew I had more trust in Michael and if I saved him, I knew he would have my back. And that was a risky move, but I knew he would have my back no matter what if I saved him.
Lily, I think that this answer really will sway my vote a lot. We heard about the alliance between you and Elena. We know that Elena made a lot of moves, and I think people underestimated what you did. I want to hear if you made any of those moves yourself, if you were the one that brought them up, or if Elena was kind of the leader for all of that.
Elena did not have Michael on her side, where that was a huge contribution to this final three because he was our vote for everything. We completely trusted each other, and that was our way into this spot. I'm pretty sure I either got no votes or the least amount of votes out of anybody.
That satisfies my questions.
Okay. Ryan, you're up.
Michael, when I was voted out, we were down in numbers. I made you and Lily the offer that your competitors within your alliance were so strong that if you went to the finals with them, you would just be used and you would not have any chance at beating them in the final three. Do you have any regrets coming to the final three, knowing that you were just a pawn of the Blood Sisters here, or are you just happy to be in the final three?
If I joined your team, you would have used me as a pawn.
But do you think you would have had a more compelling argument saying that you made a big move to swap alliances and to take out big dogs in the game, or to just, you know, fade in with the water?
When I was on the new red team, we made a promise that we would stick as a team and get blue team because we had majority over it, so I just stayed with them.
Lily, out of the final 3, you have won the most challenges, but to me, it seems very clear that Michael was in your control. How important was that to Elena and yourself that Michael was in your control and that Elena was not in control of both of you?
Well, I originally had Michael on my side before Elena had any involvement. When I started to win some of the challenges, I knew it was better in my hands than Michael because I was the person he was following. Therefore, it was more up to like my decision.
Elena, lastly, it seems that you have crossed more people here than anyone else. Like, were you thinking about how they would think about you in the final 3 if you made it to the final?
I mean, you can think about how people feel for you or feel about you, but at that moment, you gotta get to the final 3 before you can see what people think about you, you know what I mean? In the back of my mind, at all times, I was thinking about the now. Like, who should we vote out at this tribal? And I think sometimes people got ahead of themselves and trying to see how they could make it as a group or the next person they had in mind, and you just have to think about who you want out at that next tribal because that's what's happening.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Ryan. We're gonna switch things up. Delano, you're up.
So, all 3 of you were on the new red tribe, is that correct? Alright. So, when we found out we were gonna merge right before we all left, I forgot what happened. Can you remind me?
We made a...
Wait, I want to hear, like, you say part of it, you say part, and then you say part.
You want to say a couple
We made a pact.
all together, and we all put our hands in, and we weren't gonna betray that.
we made a physical pact on camera that we were gonna stick together. It flew out.
Well, obviously, me, Cam, and Phil got the bad side of that stick, so,
I voted on it.
well, before Andre.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So, how's it going, Elena?
I'm okay.
Okay, so, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
When you took me aside to the side of the house and asked if I would vote for Val, and I said no, I'm gonna stick to the original alliance, is that when you decided to, you know, backstab me and try getting the votes against me?
You were definitely a deciding vote, and we really needed you on our side. You weren't sure. You were saying you were gonna think about it, and you didn't know, and that was like, I was like, shoot, this isn't gonna work. Val and Evan came around and said they wanted to take you out. So I was like, well, this is working out well.
So basically, yes. Lily, it seems like you're kind of following in your sister's footsteps. Have you? All right, Michael.
Yeah.
How do you feel about kind of being the dog?
Well, I never really knew that I was a dog.
That's about it.
Alright. Thank you, Delano. Can we go with Val?
Oh, alright. Hello everyone. First of all, I just want to say I thought y'all played a great game. Like, I'm not bitter. Like, honestly, like, if I was in your shoes, I would have done the same thing. So my first question, Michael, I think you had a lot more power to like change this game than you thought. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone, like from Delano onward, was completely like taken by surprise when we realized that like these two sisters have kind of been like pulling the strings for most of the game, and like it sounds like you were kind of the only one who had that knowledge out of us. So like, why didn't you ever think of like trying to blindside these sisters, or did you ever think of it, or what do you have to say about that?
I knew about their idols and their advantage when that happened, and then even if I blindsided them, you would still have the upper advantage on me.
Right, but I'm saying like, so like you were the only one with that knowledge, no one else had that knowledge, and you just kind of kept it to yourself till like the final 3. So like, you don't think it would have been like a good strategy to like share that with anyone?
I never wanted to give it to someone because
Okay.
they
You
would
thought this would just
backstab
be like
us
the way to the
all together.
Elena, I thought you played a great game. Can you give me an example of like how you had to like kind of think on the fly, like when your game strategy kind of like fell apart and you had to like kind of overcome that?
One example was A really big move I made, probably the meanest move I made, was against Cam. That was I feel really bad about that one because we talked a lot.
And is it true that you knew he had an immunity idol?
And I knew he had an immunity idol. That was a big move I made on Cam, and I was nervous because if it didn't work out, he would turn on me in a second.
And then that tribal when you played your advantage, could you like walk me through what happened? Because there was 2 votes Andre and 3 votes for Michael, and like I don't know, your speech just seemed kind of like weird.
Once after I got it, I had it with me at all the tribal councils, and I could only use this idol before the votes were casted until I had the second one. And Lily found the second one, which was super lucky because it was Lily. You were not allowed to use an idol past the final 5. It was the final 5, and I was like, I don't want to just hold on to this because there's been so much drama getting it and her getting it. I was like, if I have it, I'm gonna use it. Let's make things interesting again. I was like, you know what? Why stop here? So I was like, and if I knew if I saved Michael, I would have his trust like completely.
Okay. Thank you guys very much. Good luck. Thought you guys all did awesome.
So, Emily, you're up.
First question is for Michael. A direct quote from you is, "You're a snake." In what way did you think directly outing and saying that to a few members of the jury, not just one, would help you if you got to the end?
I needed them to know that I was against Anthony. I needed to make sure that they knew that I was on their side. When like Anthony was like mostly on the chopping block, I voted for him because I needed to show that I was on their side. I was their vote. That like I would do whatever to survive the longest.
All right, Elena, another direct quote from you. There's been a lot of backstabbing this game. I thought that was kind of ironic from what I heard from the jury. What do you have to say to that to sway me? Because right now I have a divided vote.
None of the backstabbing would have happened if I didn't have these guys' votes. Like, I can say I want to get anyone out, but if it's just me, it's not gonna happen. So I rallied up my team and got their trust, and that's how we did each one. And we just kept knocking them down.
Okay. Fair. So, Lily, basically at the merge, Ryan won immunity, and the first, you walked up to me and said, "Where's your vote? What if I trusted you and basically planned to go with you guys? What was your method to basically keep us to keep a loyal vote?"
I knew that after we switched teams, that our team was to get all of you guys out, and therefore I was trying to see if you come on my side. I knew you were interested in hitting our power leaders in the challenges and stuff. We're when we first started, Val was a pretty big one that everybody was he's a threat. So I wanted to figure out if you're on my side.
But you never asked me, have you thought about switching? The only thing you said was, what's your vote?
I knew you were lying to my face at a point.
You lied to me though too.
Well, I knew when you said you had you're like, oh, I'm definitely Charlie. I was like, she's lying straight to my face. I know they're not gonna completely do that. So that was my strategy. I wanted to see if you would just give it to me, where the whole Charlie thing, it wasn't real. So.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, thanks, Emily. Cam, take it away.
You said that you voted for Andre, so you could. You stayed loyal to the original 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But 2 were the only votes. How do you feel that she didn't tell you that where you guys were going with that vote? You guys were completely left in the black with that vote. Elena. So we merged. No, before the merge, when we got to the new red tribe, I went to the bathroom and I was got out of the bathroom walking out, and then you came up to me, Jacob told me you just had an idol, but then I told you now, and then you were okay, but I think we should really make an alliance here, and you seemed like you were really putting a lot of trust in me, and I definitely put a lot of trust in you, and now I never saw it coming that you were on the other side.
At the time, I totally trusted you, and you trusted me. And I think we trusted each other all the way into the merge. We trusted each other because we were communicating a lot. And this is probably the worst thing I've done because I got you out, and we were together in the beginning, and this one hurts a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I just hate you now.
I know.
Alright. Andre, you're up.
I think you guys all played really smart games, all good games. Honestly, I don't have any questions because listening to all the other ones kind of answered all of mine. Like, I couldn't come up with any word. So, good luck. Sorry, I'm not.
Thanks, Andre.
Alright, let's get Andre!
Okay, so for Elena, why did you think that it was smart to take Andre instead?
I knew Andre was worried, so if I gave him some hope, I thought he would help me later in the game.
Michael, before we started, I thought we would like have an alliance, but once you got to the merge, I guess otherwise. Why? I don't
Well. Anthony, I had a physical alliance with that new red team, and you weren't going to come on with the majority.
I also asked you who you were planning on going with. Why didn't you tell me that you were planning on going with Elena?
Every time, like, there was stuff with Elena, a part of it, I needed to make sure that she was still with me. Because I never trusted you 100%. Because you were with Sam and Kim. You were talking about.
That's it.
Alright, thanks, Anthony. Last but not least, Evan, take it away. Wrap us up.
Yes. Hey, long time no see. Yeah.
Elena, you said you formed a lot of alliances with people. What made you know which, like, that this was the one to keep? And like, how were you just like okay, or was it hard for you when you had to break some, especially like a big one that we made as the Red Tribe? Was that like tough for you at all, or like, what was kind of your thought process as you had to decide which ones to stick with and which not to?
I knew if I wanted to move forward, I would have to make a lot of moves. You guys were very competitive. If I wanted a chance to sit up here and have a chance to win this thing, I would have to get out some of my big competition who've been winning challenges. And I think it really helped with Lily on the other side. And if she could talk to Michael and I could talk to people, we were all about numbers. And if we had enough numbers, it would work.
That's all I got. So.
All set, Evan?
Yeah. Good luck once we make our final vote, I guess.
Alright. Finished up the jury questions. We'll wait for this train to pass. Alright guys, the jury has asked you questions. You guys can make a final statement if you want. If not, we can go straight to voting.
Can I ask a question for them? It's like, I thought like someone would have asked it, just like, see.
If you want, go ahead.
Okay, which one of you voted for me when Andre got voted out? Because you saved me, but I had 3 votes. There was 2 against Andre. So I and someone else voted for Andre.
I didn't get like a ton of time to talk for that, and I knew Elena was going to use that for you, so I did put your name down, but I mean, since I gave the idol to Elena and helped her find it, and like made it clear that she had the wrong one, I knew you were going to say.
When we were voting, you
Is
said...
this allowed? Can this stop?
Okay, fine, I'll stop. I'll stop.
Let's bring it in. Michael, do you want to continue or do you want to just have everybody vote?
We can vote.
You guys can vote? Alright. Well, it's been a great season. Let's find out who won it. Charlie, you're up.
First time in a while this one's not for Val.
They all played a really good game. I got backstabbed by all of them, so oh well. Nobody really apologized either, so. But I would say Lily had the stronger physical game, and she did make some moves, even if they weren't as big as Elena's. So, Lily.
Played an awesome game. I'm not even bitter that you blindsided me. That was fucking awesome. Like, great game. You guys played an awesome game. So.
For the last time this season, I'll go tally the votes. Michael, Lily, Elena, this is the final three, final tribal council. You guys are going to want to see your names in this one. I'll read the votes. First vote, Lily. Elena. Yeah! Lily.
Charlie.
Elena. 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 Winner of Survivor Dearborn Season 2, Blood vs. Water. Congratulations, guys. Good game, guys. Michael, good game. You guys played great.
Ended up being 7 votes Elena, 2 votes Lily. Winner, Elena. We'll see you guys next season. Thanks for joining us in our backyard.
Serious for a second?
John. I'm just feeling so.
Yeah!
I trusted you more than David.
I'm just feeling so many emotions right now.
That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Yeah. Sometime tomorrow. Even though yeah.
Stay tuned for a sneak peek at our next season. For 2 seasons, Survivor Dearborn has presented intense drama.
It was set with Gainer. Santana was going to vote Gainer too, Henry. And this just all switched.
3.
Is that the white one?
Yeah. Insane gameplay.
I'm not sure about it.
Really?
And memorable characters.
This is the next challenge.
I'm in God's hands now.
Many have come up short-handed, laying it all out in the backyard just to be sent home with a snuff torch. And many are grasping at their second chance at redemption. Well, some of them are getting it, but it won't come easy. 9 challengers stand in the way. These are the fans, vying for a shot to play the game that they love.
Fresh out of high school, I'm ready to take on the world. Also, I think of myself as kind of a ladies' man, you know, go with the ladies, I'm really attractive and stuff like that.
I don't want to stand out too much, but I also want to get as far as I can in the game. But I want to like slide by, like be needed, want to be on the team.
At school, I like to play football, and I got cut from the baseball team, so now I'm a rec baseball player, and I'm also Haley Davis's brother, so there's that.
Will the returning players be able to adapt to the game and redeem themselves, or will the new players beat them at their own game? Find out this spring on Survivor Dearborn, Fans versus Favorites.